everyone. Joseph is going to help us today. We're making Japanese cherry blossoms out of clay called Sakura. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's get started. All right, so this is what we're making right now. We are making a 5-petal flower. Japanese cherry blossoms have 5 petals, and then they have their pink variations of different colored pinks, and then a darker pink or reddish center. So you need a piece of Model Magic is what we're using in class for this. If you have clay at home and you're doing this at home, then you can use whatever clay you have. You just need a little piece. It's not real big. What we're going to do is be making 5, we're going to split it up into 5 different pieces. And then you also need a little piece of a straw. I just cut a straw into several pieces. We just need a little bit to poke a hole before it dries. This is a really important step because you won't be able to poke a hole after it's dry, and we need the hole to be able to put a string through it to hang it up. So Joseph, I want you to take your piece of clay, and we are going to split the clay into 5 equal pieces. So go ahead and do that now.
Big?
About this size. About this size. Okay, 5 equal pieces. That means they're all the same size. Okay, I have 5 pieces that are the same size. Joseph now has 5. A couple of his were a little smaller than others, so we took a little piece from one of the bigger sections and put it on those to make them now the same size. Now what we're going to do is roll each one into a ball with our hands. We're just using a circular motion, kind of pressing our hands together and rolling at the same time. We're going to roll each one into a nice little ball like that. Yep, okay. Let's do that with all 5 of our pieces. Okay, we each have our 5 pieces rolled into a nice little ball. Now what we have to do is take our thumb. We're going to use our thumb. Show me your thumb. Good job. And we're going to press our thumb. We're going to make a thumbprint on each of our balls of clay. So we're just going to press it down till it flattens with our thumb. For each one, go ahead and do each one, Joseph. Okay, that's 3. I'm doing my 4th one. How are you doing? Good?
I just finished my 4.
Okay, there, I did my 5. Did you do 5?
I have my 5.
Okay, perfect. Okay, it almost is already starting to look like a flower. We can kind of arrange it like that, and it already kind of looks like a flower. So this is kind of what we're doing to make it into a flower now. What we're going to do is just kind of take 2 pieces and barely overlap one. Overlap means put on top or in front of, one on top of the other, and we kind of press it together with our fingers like that. Okay, put yours right here so they can see right here. Yep, right here. And then we turn it. We take another piece and we're going to press it, overlap it again, and press it on top. So now we have 3. No, look how I did it. 1, 2, 3. Yep, right there. Good job. And we just press it with our thumb a little bit to smoosh it together. Say smoosh. It's a fun one to say. Smoosh. Then we're going to turn it again. We're going to take another piece and we're going to smoosh it overlap it and smoosh it down.
Right here?
Wait, let me see. Nope. Okay, here. You smooshed it too much, I think. Okay, then we're going to take our last one and we're going to put it in that last section and we're going to smoosh it down. Alright, so now we have a flower with 5 petals and it's smooshed together in the center. Okay, let's put it down, smoosh it together in the center. Alright, now we're going to take our piece of straw, and pick one of the petals, a nice thick one, to poke a hole in. Don't go too close to the edge, but leave a good space because we don't want that little piece to break. And we're just going to poke a hole all the way through so that you can see through the hole. Let me see. Good job. Alright, then we're going to put it on a little piece of paper to dry with your name on the paper, your name dash your grade dash your teacher's initial, and then when it's dry, we'll come back and paint it. Okay, we're ready to paint. After our clay pieces are dry, what we're going to do is we have 2 colors of paint. We have our paintbrush and some water. And what we first have to do is make pink out of our paint. So pink is just a tint of red. And a tint is any color, any hue that has white added to it. So when you add white to a color, it makes a tint. So if we add white to red, what happens?
It makes pink.
It makes pink. But red is a very strong color. So what we're actually going to do is just take a little bit of red on my brush. You don't need to do this. I'll just do it for us. Or you can do it. Go ahead. And we're going to mix it into the white. Otherwise, if we try to put the white into the red, it will be adding more and more white and mixing all day. So we just add a little bit of red on our brush into the white, and that makes a nice pretty pink color. Now what we're going to do is paint all of our petals, and then we'll come back and we'll paint the center red. Okay, we're going to paint our petals. You go ahead and paint your petals. Okay, Joseph is finishing his up and I'm finished with mine. If you notice, we did not paint the back of our cherry blossom, only the front. We did paint the edges. He's working on getting his edges now. The edges are around here, because when they hang, we will still be able to see the edges. So we want to make sure we get those edges covered in paint as well. But don't paint the back. Okay, now I'm going to rinse my brush, tapping on the bottom, wiping on the side of the cup, and then drying on the paper towel. And I'm just going to get a little bit of red on my brush again. And I'm going to tap, tap, tap in the center. Just a little bit. Tap, tap, tap. In the center. Not very much. You don't need a whole lot. Just a little bit to make it look like that. It's part of the flower that has the pollen on it. It looks like little spiky things in the center. So just kind of tap, tap, tap just a little bit in the center. And then when you're finished, you're going to rinse your brush again. And we are done with our cherry blossom. When it's completely dry, after the paint is dry, we will
paint the back.
We're not going to paint the back.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're gonna put a string and we'll hang it up together. So there it is. That was our clay cherry blossom called Sakura for spring. Thank you, Joseph, for your help. You did a great job.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Thanks, friends. Bye-bye.